New details this morning in the trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs. Prosecutors now claiming that from behind bars, Combs has been trying to reach out to victims.
Yeah, that they came to Ben Affleck and they said, your wife's on these tapes. So that's something I can confirm to be fact. He said, I asked my partner for an Advil. He handed me the Advil. I woke up 22 days later. Combs is the person who accidentally put it. And, you know, this is something that's a lot more common than people think amongst elite parts of society.
Do you want to know where he is? If you want to know where he is, I'll tell you where he is, but he wants to surrender. He's here to surrender.
You're legendary for the parties that you throw.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You need locks on the doors.
Hey, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Justin, right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. I had legal guardianship of Usher when, you know, he did his first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours,
In a surprising new development, Sean Combs, widely known as Diddy, is facing a renewed legal turmoil. One of his attorneys has officially stepped away from the case, withdrawing from the legal team as the situation surrounding the music mogul grows more intense. This decision comes at a critical moment, with investigations becoming more active and public attention reaching a new level. While it's not unusual for lawyers to leave or join cases for different strategic or procedural reasons, the timing of this withdrawal has raised many questions. For many observers, it suggests that the legal situation may be becoming more complicated and difficult to manage. For years, Sean Combs was seen as one of the most influential figures in the music business. Through his work as a rapper, producer, and entrepreneur, he built a powerful reputation in the industry. But now, he finds himself dealing with serious legal accusations that could lead to major consequences if they're proven in court. The departure of a member of his legal team highlights just how serious the case has become. Legal experts say that when attorneys withdraw during a high-profile case, it can often signal growing pressure behind the scenes. At the same time, media attention around the situation continues to grow. Every new detail is being closely watched by both the public and the press. Adding even more controversy to the situation, reports say a new accuser has recently come forward with allegations connected to events that supposedly happened in 2018. These new claims introduce another layer to an already expanding legal battle. As the investigation continues and the case develops, many people are now watching closely to see what happens next, both inside the courtroom and beyond. The coming months could play a major role in determining how this situation unfolds for Sean Combs and everyone involved.
Of what you can.
Yes, so she reached out to me a few weeks ago after being referred to me by another attorney who knew I had been doing things about this case and had been sounding the horn on Diddy. I've actually sued him in another lawsuit in 2021 in Miami with Trey Songz. So she called me and told me a very horrific story about her and her escape from the... She told me that she was at a friend's house who had industry ties and was on the phone with Diddy, and he decided to come to the house. And when he came to the house, everything was fine, that there was another woman there who we've determined to be Christina Coram, KK, who Diddy talks about a lot as his right-hand woman, if you will, and that they were discussing trafficking her. And then that led to her being served a drink where then she started to feel woozy, and then Mr. Combs her with an inanimate object, and then actually directed another gentleman to her while he watched and pleasured himself. So she was able to escape eventually and ran out into the streets yelling and screaming, and a neighbor heard her because this happened in a quiet suburban neighborhood, if you will.
So there's a witness?
Yes, we have a witness. We also have a police report, and that was made in 2018, that she, when she initially filed the police report, she didn't name Diddy out of fear of retaliation, and more importantly, fear that no one would believe her.
Dancer Tanea Ray is now speaking publicly as controversy continues to grow around Sean Combs, also known as Diddy. Her comments come after federal agents carried out raids at properties connected to the music mogul, actions that immediately drew intense media attention. The raids were linked to ongoing investigations involving serious allegations, including claims related to trafficking. As news of the investigation spread, speculation quickly began to grow about whether Sean Combs could eventually face criminal charges. The situation has placed the once powerful music executive under heavy public scrutiny, with every new detail being closely watched. Now, with voices like Tanea Ray speaking out, the story continues to develop as investigators examine the allegations
music
and
mogul
determine
could
what
face
steps
criminal
may come
charges.
Law enforcement had enough to get the search warrant. They maybe even have enough to get an indictment, and if so, I expect Diddy to be arrested in a matter of days and no more than.
All have stories. Mine is horrific. Like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. We really want to forget the trauma.
I have never talked about this publicly.
Dancer Tanea Ray also reacted on Instagram to a recent interview featured on an MSNBC program hosted by Joy Reid. In that interview, a culture critic discussed allegations involving Sean Combs, also known as Diddy. The critic claimed that a family member was reportedly fired after allegedly refusing Combs' advances. The interview quickly gained attention online, and Tanea Ray shared her reaction publicly on social media. Her response added to the growing conversation surrounding the accusations and the ongoing scrutiny facing the music mogul. As more voices continue to speak out and the story spreads across media platforms, the controversy around Sean Combs and the allegations connected to him continues to draw widespread attention.
They finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, "Come home, stay."
You know, we all have stories. Seriously, we all have stories. Mine is horrific, and only 5 people know it. And I probably will not.
And nobody hold me down.
Tanea Ray also shared more thoughts while reacting to the growing controversy surrounding Sean Combs, often known as Diddy. In a caption she posted online, Ray referred to an experience she says she had involving Combs back in 1996. She wrote that based on what she personally witnessed in the past, the recent headlines do not shock her. In her words, "Nothing that is happening is surprising." Ray also explained that after that time, she continued working in entertainment journalism and interviewed Combs on several occasions. According to her, speaking openly about personal experiences can be extremely difficult, especially for women who feel that sharing their truth may lead to criticism or repeated emotional harm. She expressed that the situation can become deeply traumatic for those involved. Ray emphasized that many women simply want to live their daily lives feeling safe and respected. Her comments come as the legal pressure around Sean Combs continues to grow. The case has drawn national attention, especially after federal agents carried out searches at properties connected to him. In response, Combs' legal team has strongly pushed back. His attorney described the United States Department of Homeland Security search warrants as a witch hunt, arguing that the operation involved an excessive show of force and hostility. According to the defense, the raids created what they believe was a premature rush to judgment before the full facts of the case are examined in court. As the investigation continues, both supporters and critics are closely watching how the situation will develop in the months ahead.
That they had to get a federal judge to sign off on the search warrant. Ultimately, I think Diddy is going to be indicted by a grand jury. If Diddy waives his right to a speedy trial, he could potentially push the case out a year or more. And Diddy has essentially unlimited funds to defend this case, and I expect him to litigate it.
Welcome, P. Diddy.
Legal experts say that if Sean Combs, widely known as Diddy, decides to waive his right to a speedy trial, the case could be delayed for a long period of time. In some situations, that choice can push a trial back a year or even longer. Because of his enormous wealth and resources, many analysts believe Combs has the ability to build a very strong legal defense. With significant funds available, his legal team is expected to challenge the case at every stage and fight it aggressively in court. Meanwhile, Tanea Ray continued sharing her thoughts about why she decided to speak out now. In her message, she explained that there are moments when people feel it is finally the right time to tell their story. She also hinted that one day she might put her experiences into writing. Ray said that constantly going back and reliving painful memories can keep someone trapped in a feeling of victimhood. According to her, no one truly wants to live in that state for the rest of their life. Her comments add another voice to the growing conversation surrounding the legal situation involving Sean Combs, as the case continues to develop under intense public and media attention.
And when we revisit and revisit, we live in a state of victimhood, and nobody wants to live there. So for those of you like, why didn't you say something then? Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma. So there's that.
I know I pissed a lot of people off, including you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a full circle moment, everybody.
Yes.
Get into adult conversation.
Yeah.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't seen you in over 15 years, but I'm not seeing wrinkles. I'm seeing good. You live a really hectic lifestyle, and I don't understand all the running around, and who are these people that you surround yourself with, and who are these people? Do they violate you? Do you get robbed? What happens? Now, you threw a house party, and I got the footage, okay? Look at this. Now, who has this many people at their house? Puff, or Sean, Diddy, what do I call you?
I think you should call me Puff. You always call me Puff.
I do.
Yes.
Okay. First hurdle jumped. Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous to come out.
The controversy surrounding
Sean Combs, widely known as Diddy, continues to grow as new allegations come to light. A woman named Tanya Wallace has stepped forward with claims that she says are deeply concerning. According to Wallace, she attended several private gatherings connected to Combs in the past. In her account, she alleges that minors were present at some of these events. Wallace also raised concerns about what she described as inappropriate situations that she claims took place during those gatherings. However, it is important to stress that these claims have not been proven in court. At this stage, they remain allegations. Even so, the emergence of these accusations has added another layer of scrutiny to an already high-profile legal situation involving Sean Combs. Investigators, media organizations, and the public are all paying close attention as the story continues to unfold. Events that were once seen by many people as glamorous and exclusive celebrity parties are now being re-examined under a much more serious spotlight. As with any developing legal case, the full truth will ultimately depend on evidence presented and carefully examined in court. Until that process takes place, the situation remains part of an ongoing investigation and continues to attract intense public attention.
Didn't want everyone at the party to see what was happening there. She said when she saw this scene with the younger people, that it was about 7 a.m. and that the party had been going all night.
Did anyone ask her why didn't she leave, and what was she doing?
She was there as the guest of a Saudi prince. Why she did.
During the discussion, the host asks a direct question about the claims being mentioned. The question refers to statements made by Tanya Wallace regarding events connected to Sean Combs. The host asks whether Wallace is actually saying that minors were present at some of the alleged gatherings, sometimes described as freak-offs. This question highlights the seriousness of the allegations being discussed. However, it is also emphasized that these claims remain allegations and have not been proven in court. At this stage, investigators and legal authorities are still reviewing the information, and any final conclusions will depend on evidence that is presented